G'day from beautiful Perth, and today I'm going to run through my predictions for the 2023 F1 season. Which team I think will win, which driver do I think will come out on top, and who will end up last. We have 23 races coming up for the 2023 season. I'm pumped about getting to Bahrain for testing and then straight away the race. Who do I think is going to win this season? First, let me tell you who I think will be fourth. I'm picking Lewis Hamilton. Yes, surprisingly fourth. I know there's a lot of chat about him being on fire and perhaps ready to retake the crown. I see him in fourth. I'm going to come back to first, second and third, but in fifth I'm picking Carlos Sainz. I don't know whether Ferrari's ready to have a super year, so I think Carlos in fifth is probably not a bad spot. Maybe I'm going out on a limb here with sixth, Lando Norris. What do you think? Can McLaren step up this year? I think they can, so I've got Lando down in sixth. Charles Leclerc. Did you think he was in the top three for me? Nope, I've got him in seventh. Great guy, marvellous driver. I just see him in seventh this year. And in eighth, Pierre Gasly. Yes, he's gone to a new team. He's got a lot more freedom now. And I think we'll see some great results from the Frenchman in 2023. Next up, I've got
Valtteri Bottas.
It's in the Alfa Romeo, the new dark-coloured Alfa Romeo. A lot of the white has gone from that car, and I think he'll finish in front of his teammate Zhou Guanyu. So that's Valtteri in ninth position. And for my next prediction, Surfshark VPN to be the world's best VPN. I use it when I travel, and I need it when I go to some Middle East countries when I can't get WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram. It's great to be able to position my device in a country that does allow that so that I can get those apps. Surfshark allows me to position my device anywhere in the world. Now that's invaluable, and if you travel, you'll certainly want to do the same as well. Another great positive is being able to get a whole host of Netflix content by logging on to a different country. Oh, and another positive is getting better deals on your airline flights by logging in from different countries. It's well worth a look at. Surfshark VPN. You'll find if you go to the link in the description below, you'll get 83% off, 3 extra months free, and a money-back guarantee. Don't take my word for it. Do the research and get onto Surfshark right now. At number 10, I've got Fernando Alonso. He's rejuvenated, he's invigorated, he's a hungry driver, and I think the change of teams will see him on song this year. At 11, I've got Esteban Ocon, one of the tallest drivers on the grid. He and Alex Albon, exactly the same height. Just behind him, I've put Oscar Piastri. Now, I would love to see Oscar up on the podium. I think we'll see his teammate on the podium this year a couple of times. But towards the end of the year, if Oscar is as good as we all think he is, I think I'll be photographing him up on the podium. We're down to 13th spot here, and this may be a little controversial. I put the Hulk-in, Nico Hulkenberg, coming back after a break of a couple of years. I'm looking forward to shooting him, always a great subject for me. I get a lot of smiles and funny faces from the German. We get along well, and I'll be sharing all of those images with you on Instagram or prostarpics.com. At 14th, I've got Zhou Guanyu. I know I've got his teammate Valtteri in 9th position, but the best I can see for Zhou this year is 14th. Hey, he could well prove me wrong. Great if he does for him. And in 15th, Hulk's teammate Kevin Magnussen. He started the year off well last year in Bahrain, didn't he, with a 5th? I'm not sure how well he can go this year, but I'm very keen to see how the Haas team in general performs. Yuki Tsunoda next, and he's only a smidge in front of his teammate Nyck de Vries. We've seen Nyck do pretty well last year with a 9th, going back to the Italian GP. I think he'll surprise a few people this year with some great performances. I just think the AlphaTauri car is probably going to struggle a little bit, so that's why I've got him down this end of the field. And just behind him, Lance Stroll, quite a long way behind his teammate in Fernando Alonso. I know Fernando's had some great things to say about his teammate over the last few days. But anyway, you can't have everyone at the top, so Lance, I've got you down there. And then our final two are Alex Albon in 19th and Logan Sargeant in 20th. Now, obviously, somebody has to come last, and I put Logan down there. It is his first season, but I think he's going to have some great support in the United States of America. I think that's great for the sport, and maybe we'll get another US team, perhaps in 25 or 26. That's Andretti. Oh, and I nearly forgot my top 3. I've got Max Verstappen as number 1, yes. 3 in a row for the Dutch driver.
We call that simply lovely.
In second spot, I've put George Russell. I think he did a marvellous job last year in a car that struggled a bit. So I see George on the second step of that podium at the end of the year with the top three. And Checo Perez, who last year had that run-in with Max, and so this year I think Checo's going to be a lot tougher, a lot hungrier, and I'm betting on him ending up third in the championship. What are my other expectations for 2023? Well, I don't think any driver is going to miss a race because of COVID. Those days, I think, are gone. Certainly towards the end of last year, I felt there was very little interest in COVID down in the paddock. Drive to Survive is going to drive even more people to the sport, and I think that will result in some bumper crowds. I think Austin, Texas, last year 440,000 people. I reckon they'll be up around 460,000 this year. But I do think a couple of races, Miami and Las Vegas, may actually struggle to fill the stands because they've priced themselves so very high. On the subject of Vegas, though, I can't wait for that race. I think it's going to be something very special photography-wise, but it's going to be very expensive for you to go there. Another expectation, rain at Japan and at Spa. It happens every single year, just about. It's a little bit uncomfortable for us to shoot in, and if you're a spectator, it's also a little uncomfortable. But if you're watching from home, you love it because anything can happen in the wet. What am I excited about? Seeing who's fastest at testing. I think that's a very good indicator of how the season is going to go. I'm also keen to see how tall Lando Norris is. You might remember that I did a video recently where I mentioned he was 1.7 meters tall, and you all climbed on top of me saying he's not, he's taller than that. Lando himself actually chimed in with factually wrong, Kim. So I'm hoping that I can clarify his actual height at testing. We've got 6 drivers changing cars this year. We've got 2 drivers who've never driven in an F1 race before. That's going to be fascinating. I'm excited about the celebrities we're going to see in Miami. Now, I do know that a lot of you hate the fact that it's become celebrities and selfie takers and all that, but unfortunately that's the way of the world. I think Silverstone 2 will also be a big race, as it always is, for seeing top-line celebs. I'm looking forward to seeing greats like will.i.am at the track. He's going to be a regular. Brad Pitt's going to be a regular in the paddock. Keanu Reeves we'll see a little bit of. And Will Arnett, one of my favourite actors, the comedian, who actually is the voice of the Australian tourism promotion at the moment. Plus, he was Job in Arrested Development and Devon Banks in 30 Rock. Gunther Steiner's going to be releasing a book this year. I think that's going to be an absolute must-read. And a must-get for you if you're a Gunther fan is one of these hand-signed and hand-numbered portraits of Gunther, which I had signed last year, and you can pick those up at kimillman.com. You will absolutely love them. And I have more drivers keen to do similar collaborations this year. I'm also excited about producing more video content like this, which is done from Perth up here in Kings Park with our beautiful city behind us, and what a view it is. I've got a new video editor. Welcome on board, Jack. And that means that I can get more content to you and quicker. Oh, and get this, I've got a brand new system that allows me to upload a photo from my camera at the track to my phone in 6 seconds. 6 seconds, sometimes it was taking 4 minutes last year, which was still quick. So you can expect to see pics of mine up on social media within a couple of minutes. Flights this year, I'm very excited about going on Finnair. I've never flown them. They've got a brand new business class cabin, and I'll be reviewing that for those of you who love my travel videos. And yes, there'll be plenty of them throughout the year. And on the subject of travel, hotels, I've got 2 things I'm looking forward to there. The Shangri-La Hotel in Jeddah, it's right on the track. It's brand new, hasn't been open even a year, I think, and it's pretty special to look at. And the other one, of course, I always love going back to Budapest, to the Kempinski Hotel, for what is probably one of my favourite races of the year. A couple of great videos I'm excited about. Wives and Girlfriends 2023 edition. There's some ins and outs there, and a surprise one, I think. And another one about the F1 drivers' private jets. I think you're going to love that. And 2 final things. I look forward to meeting a lot of you at the track and away from the track, and I'll be looking to include you, more of you anyway, in my videos this year. And the final thing is my tip for the Constructors Championship this year. Red Bull, can't go wrong. If you've enjoyed this video and this beautiful view of Perth, click the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. And remember, you get a whole host of extras when you become a member, including the chance to win this Sergio Perez signed print. I'll be picking a winner on the Saturday prior to the first race in 2023. You'll find all of my digital images after every race and through all of my career at prostarpics.com for merchandise, wall art, signed prints, and my F1 photo books. You'll find them at kimillman.com. And for my best images live from the track and all during the week, head to Instagram and search at Kim Illman. Thanks for watching.
And stay passionate.
Four drivers to go, and now I haven't got Yuki Tsunoda in there.